Austin, yes, you definitely would see it. You know, we would see a small village if you turned your lights on and off. It's amazing that the lights really stand out very well from space. And certainly a major city turning their lights on and off would stand out very clearly. Over. Hi Sophie, I love orbiting over Africa. It just looks beautiful from space. It's like flying over a canvas of art. And also especially right now with all the ice of even the sea is frozen up there. Over. That's a great question. Yes, it does. You know, if I'm looking in the cupola late at night when it's bright sunshine, it does take me a while to get to sleep. So I try not to do that. You have to kind of try and trick your body that it's nighttime when it's time to go to sleep. Over. Hi Charlotte, that's a great question. You know, I mean, being up in space gives a different perspective and it makes you realize how vast the solar system is, how vast the universe is, and also it makes you realize that our planet, you know, it has no borders. It's got massive weather systems that affect all continents, and so it does give you that perspective of the planet as a whole. Over. Well, there's nothing particular comes to mind, but you know some of those pictures where things look different upside down. For example, it might be a beautiful woman one way up and an old haggard woman the other way up. I think that's great because it makes you realize in space, of course, we have a different perspective depending on which way up we are. Over. Wonderful talking to everybody in Norwich this afternoon. Have a great day and thank you for those brilliant questions. Goodbye from the International Space Station. Out.